Your Excellency, Sheikh Mansour bin Salam, Secretary General of the Organization of Southern Cooperation, Your Excellencies, distinguished members of the diplomatic community, Under-Secretary Generals and members of the Organization of Southern Cooperations, and today's our honored guest, Professor Ricardo Forster, acclaimed historian and philosopher, esteemed colleagues from Addis Ababa University and our fellow institution of higher education across Addis Ababa, ladies and gentlemen, respected guests, a very good welcome to all in this morning, and welcome to grand occasion of the Organization of Southern Cooperation Day 2025. On behalf of the President of Addis Ababa University, Dr. Samuel Kefle, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Yared School of Music and the Ashenafi Kebede Performing Arts Center for public lecture and celebration of the establishment of the Organization of Southern Cooperation. As the first intergovernmental organization, the Organization of Southern Cooperation acts as instrument of intellectual, technical, financial cooperation and solidarity between member states as well as its associate members in the pursuits of third way of development from the greater south for humanity. At Addis Ababa University, we applaud the Organization of Southern Cooperation's mandate to build balanced and inclusive education system while reinforcing transdisciplinary research and knowledge production capacities. We also commend Organization of Southern Cooperation mandate to develop endogenous technologies and enhance fiscal space through debt relief and highly concessional financing for development. Organization of Southern Cooperation work towards the third way of development, fueled by the engine of South-South cooperation, is closely aligned with Addis Ababa University leadership in developing transdisciplinary solutions to social, economic, political, cultural, and environmental challenges. Addis Ababa University Alliance with Organization of Southern Cooperation was formulated on the 2nd of September 2024 through a memorandum of understanding that cemented multiple areas of partnership. Furthermore, today marks Addis Ababa University and Organization of Southern Cooperation's third joint celebration, in which it has been our great fortune to reflect upon the insights of some of the foremost thinkers of our age. On the 29th January 2024, we celebrated the International Day of Balanced and Inclusive Education by reflecting upon education system perspective and practice from the South, guided by the insight of Professor Abdul Jalal Akari, Professor of International Comparative Education at the University of Geneva, Switzerland, and Professor Norbert Honkono, Professor of Mathematics and Physics at the University of Abomi Calvi, Benin, President of the Network of African Science Academy and former Chief of the Conference of Associate Members of the OSC. On the 17th of May of last year, we commemorated the Organization of Southern Cooperation Day 2024 with Abel Prieto Geminis, President of Casa de la America and former Minister of Culture of the Republic of Cuba, as he illuminated the topic of arts as a bridge between cultures. And today, on the 19th of May 2025, together we observe Organization of Southern Cooperation Day 2025 by exploring horizon of the South, memories, knowledge, and shared future with our honored guest, Professor Ricardo Forster, Professor of Social Science in the University of Buenos Aires and former Presidential Advisor of Secretary of State for Culture of the Argentinian Republic. I would note that this event runs in parallel and public lecture on the same theme by Senegalese Egyptian political scientist and activist Professor Aziz Salman Fall at the Rectorado Universidad Nacional de Avellaneda in Buenos Aires, in Argentina. I don't know whether I'm just pronouncing it perfectly in Spanish. On behalf of Addis Ababa University, President Dr. Samuel, I would once again like to express my appreciation for the work of Organization of Southern Cooperation and my celebration, our alliance, as together we're proud to pursue the third way of development for the South and for humanity. At the Yared School of Music, we value and teach the rich artistic expression, as you see here, performance of the younger performer. We teach artistic expression within Ethiopian musical tradition, while also exploring the innovations that arises through cross-fertilization of musical culture across our regions. In this light, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to an enriching public lecture and discussion of Ethiopia and memories in the Greater South as we collectively celebrate Organization of Southern Cooperation Day 2025. I thank you.